right there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the LA Chargers.
Your 2025 LA Chargers.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go here in Inglewood. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Out two. There to bring him down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Good throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down, and took him down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. 3rd down coming up.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Here's 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion. A run. This is Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Chargers.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll go with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 21, here's second down and 9. Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Here's Herbert. That one taken in. McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the gun, it's Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable third and short.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
In motion comes Pittman. On 1st down, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. It's 2nd down. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Allen Cox. And he'll move his ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
A gain of 24 through the air.
Down.
That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A run with the former K-State product, D.J. Giddens. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Jones will hang on to it here. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter as they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he tippy-toes around the defenders for a gain of 5 yards.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Another run here with Hampton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, L.A.
The Chargers.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal
at the 8-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Pistol here for Herbert. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Colts 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
First and 10, here's Jones. He'll step up and run, taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up second and goal.
Now, here's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen.
Complete to DJ Divisional.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Jones keeping this one, and he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's first and 10.
Check.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Disley is the man in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Motion man is Johnston. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At the 50-yard
Here's Jonathan
line.
Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And the Colts first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Jones now on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
On the give, this is Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
To throw, it's Jones. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A loss of 5 yards, and it's fourth down.
Two minutes to go here, till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppers with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. Now Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley.
Herbert's pass complete to Will Disley. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Second down and 3. Now Herbert again. Aside, he's got the tight end Disley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Look at this, out wide to Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will open up a 17-3 lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll look deep for Pittman. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Whoa! And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1 yard. And the Colts first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pick.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Spencer Schrader is on for the Colts field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Kickoff for Indianapolis.
This is Hassan Haskins to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take these forward for a gain of 4.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Tight end motioning left. On play action. Now Herbert. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, Hampton heading right. And taken down just shy of midfield. That's a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at his 49.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think if the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. That's Pierce in motion. Shotgun now for Jones. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Gun, it's Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Colts.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jones to the air again. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down, 3 to go. Working from the gun, it's Jones. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 16
Probably
yards.
took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Out to his right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play. The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, we feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Haskins now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. McConkey in motion. Here's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That one complete to Johnston. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
Yards on the play. And the Chargers 1st down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
13 yards.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First and
A lot could go wrong anytime you
line.
decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. Exiting the pocket right. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
13-yard line.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. This is 1st and 10. Now, Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Rolling to the left. Taking off, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
He was taken down.
Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Colts.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He'll take off again. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. To spot it where the slide begins, that's a pickup of about 9.
Brings up second.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Able to find Pittman, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12.
The Colts will signal for their third and final
down.
timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Here's first down. Jones. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards. And another first down. Throwing now is Jones. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Second and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, and you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They fought till the end, but still will come up short. It felt like they needed a touchdown, Greg, in the worst way after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. We can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.